welcome. Namaste. I am so glad you're here joining me for a little bit of practice at home. So what I thought today is we'd have just a short little practice just to kind of get your body moving maybe a little bit. It might be a little stiff or tight. I've been hearing from some of you out there that you're just, with the anxiety that's going around, plus just sitting and not doing as much. So we're just going to move. It's going to be a very short practice. But let's begin, as we always do, by just connecting with our breath. So welcome yourself into your own space. Welcome yourself to your mat. And then find your good spot, someplace to sit where you feel comfortable. And then close your eyes. And begin to just feel your breath. Notice how your breath feels as it moves through your body, and don't try to do anything to it right now. Just feel it. If it feels right for you, you could start with a few deep cleansing breaths by drawing your breath in deeply through your nose, and then just sighing out your exhale with a nice long sigh. It really helps to relax your body. So maybe take a couple of those if you'd like. Just kind of settling in, taking your time. There is no hurry. But as you breathe, begin to feel your shoulders relaxing down your back. And relax that little space between your eyes. And relax your cheekbones. And maybe even part your lips a little bit so that your jaw is relaxed. Just breathing deeply. Nothing else you need to do right now. Just be here, right where you are. And just enjoy that feeling of your breath moving in and out of your body. Letting yourself find that calm and peace that's always deep inside you. And no matter what the external circumstances, it's always there. So just enjoy it. Maybe by now your breath is beginning to get just a little bit deeper. Maybe you can feel it in your belly. Take a few more deep breaths there. Just feeling the very gentle rise of your belly with your inhale. And the gentle drawing in of your belly as you exhale. And feeling with every breath you take that your body grows softer and softer and more relaxed. Giving yourself the time and the space to just be fully present right here, right now. Nothing else matters. Just closing your eyes, being with your breath, and feeling all of those sensations in your body, whatever they are. You're just observing. We'll be here for just a few more breaths. And maybe with every inhale breath you say to yourself, I breathe in peace. I breathe in calm. I breathe in gratitude. And as you take your next breath, maybe you bring your hands to your heart. Let's take a moment for gratitude. I invite you to think of just one thing. That's all you need right now. Just one thing that you're grateful for. It could be a person, a place, or just a feeling that you're grateful for. But place it right in your heart space and feel that warmth that comes from just being with your gratitude. Allowing yourself to be fully with it. And then we'll all take one more deep, full breath in. Draw that breath all the way through your heart space into your belly. And then when you exhale, just open your mouth and softly sigh it out. Just letting go. Letting go of your gratitude out into the world and just letting go of any last little bit of tension in your body. And on your next breath, just bring your palms to rest on your body. Remember, that always makes us feel a little more connected, a little more grounded when we just touch our own body. So letting your palms rest, and then maybe your eyes are still closed. And we're going to gently start to circle your torso. And move in any direction that you want, because we'll change it up in a moment. So go really slow. And just notice how it feels here. Just a little bit of movement. And with your eyes closed, your body can really just begin to drop into that movement. Very softly. And just feeling how your body feels as you begin to move it. And if you notice any tight spots, feel free to just remain there for a little while. And maybe take that circle in the other direction. Maybe you even make it a little bit deeper, but most of all, you just want to make it feel really sweet in your body. That's what matters. So just a few more. Just seeing how you feel. No hurry, staying really close to your breath. A nice long inhale, and nice long exhales. And let's take 2 more. Making them any way that feels good to you. And as you finish your last circle, just begin to lengthen through your spine. Maybe you snuggle your hips back down into the ground. And with your hands still touching your knees or your thighs, bring your heart forward into cow pose and arch your back. And as you exhale, just hug the belly in and round back. Lean back past your sits bones. And we'll do that again. Coming forward, a nice big inhale. The chest, the heart opens. And as you exhale, round back. Hugging belly to spine. And 2 more times. Just move at your own pace. You're never in a hurry. And you're always just trying to see how the movement feels in your body. As we take 1 more. Nice deep full breath in. And a nice long exhale. Maybe even through your mouth. And as you take your next inhale, lengthen once more through your spine. And as you exhale, take a little twist to your right. Go slow. Sit up nice and tall. And eventually maybe you'll look over your shoulder. But there's no hurry. So just take your time. And just notice how this feels in your spine and in your belly. And take another deep breath in here. Nice long exhale. And on your inhale breath, coming back to center, just moving to the other side. So one hand plants behind you, the other one is on your thigh to help you sit nice and tall. And you're hugging your belly into your spine just a little bit. And we'll take another breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And then as you inhale again, gently come back to center. We're coming into a side bend this time. So lifting your arm up to the sky, come into either side bend, whichever would feel right to you to begin with. And just pause here for a moment. Maybe you pulse just a little bit to see how your body's feeling. Really reach your top arm long here and breathe. Breathing right in through your ribs, all the way up under your armpit. And take 1 more breath. Keep your heart open if it feels all right. And then on your next breath, just sweep over to the other side. Taking your time here, lengthening again all the way through the ribs. You want to feel it all the way up, all the way to your fingers. And then opening the heart just a little bit. So your hips are anchored down, just as always. And take another breath. Inhaling and exhaling. And on your inhale breath, lengthen. This time as we exhale, we're going to bring the hands through to the heart space. We're going to reach them out in front of us and come all the way down. So as you do this, just kind of wave a little bit side to side as you crawl yourself out. And eventually find that sweet spot to just rest, wherever that might be. Maybe your forehead's resting on the earth, but keep your hips anchored back. So keep sliding your hips back. And take a couple more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling. And just breathing deeply, finding that sweet spot for you for 1 more breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Let your exhale be really long. And then on your next inhale breath, you'll slowly begin to rise up and you'll drag your fingertips towards your body, sweeping them behind you. Press the fingertips into the earth and open your heart. Maybe your face lifts upward and you feel heart space opening, your chest opening, shoulders. Hug your belly into your spine and take 1 more breath. Inhaling and exhaling here. And then on your next breath, sweeping the arms right back in front of you. We're going to come to your tabletop. So maybe you walk yourself back just a little bit. And as you go there, you're just going to wag your hips a little bit side to side. See how that feels. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Let's take 2 cat-cows here. So your cat-cow, remember, in this pose. Knees are under your shoulders. Hands are under your shoulders. Knees are under your hips. And as you inhale, you're going to gaze upward. You're going to take your tailbone up to the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to round, hug your belly in. And let's do one more. Inhale, a gentle undulation as you gaze upward. And then hugging the belly to the spine, pressing your mid back all the way up. And as you inhale, coming back to your neutral. And as you take your next breath, begin to just circle your hips. Start maybe with a little bit of a pelvic circle, so it's fairly small. And then begin to make that circle even larger. And let it feel really good to your body here. So again, we're just kind of working out the kinks. We're exploring. So see what feels good to you. You could always just kind of slide to one side, stay there for a moment, and then move to the other side. So let it be very organic. Maybe you turn the circles around and go in the other direction. Maybe you find that you drop your pelvis down, the big circle, and sweep all the way back. So find what feels good to you. Where do you want to be as you're moving your body forward and back, side to side, and again, maybe you just decide to drop the hips side to side. Go where it feels really good to you. So you take just a few more, just like this. Side to side, forward and back. And then eventually, you're going to settle right back into child's pose. So your forehead comes down to the earth. Your hips touch down. And you just breathe. And take a few deep, full breaths here for me. Breathing right into your back body the whole time. And feel yourself connecting to the earth in this posture. Feel yourself just letting go of a little more tension for 2 more breaths. Deep, full breaths that are coming right into your back body. And 1 more breath. And with that exhale, maybe you sigh if you'd like. And on your next breath, rising up from your child's pose, we're going to find our first downward facing dog. So tuck your toes, start to lift your hips high. And then as you start to press the heels down, you look towards your thighs and you press your chest towards your thighs. And take a few deep breaths here as once again, we're just going to explore our body. Opening the side body a little bit. Notice your hips, your hamstrings, the backs of your legs, even your feet. So shake your head a little bit, give it a little yes, no, or just a little shake. Make sure your jaw is relaxed. And we'll take just a couple more breaths here. It's a beautiful place to just fully explore your body. And again, feel free to move in any way that gives you the freedom. It's all that you need. And let's take 1 more deep, full breath in and out. And as you take that last exhale, maybe you sigh it out as you press your heels close to the earth. Keep lifting through your sits bones. And then on your next breath, slowly bring your knees back down to the earth. We're coming into a little shoulder opener or thread the needle. So right arm goes first. We thread it under the left. And we eventually bring the cheek and the chin down to the mat. The shoulder rest. And your left hand can either stay right where it is to give you support, or it can sweep up behind you, or it can sweep to the front of your mat. So stay here for just a few breaths. Feeling that opening in your shoulder, making sure that the right shoulder feels comfortable. That's the most important thing. And take 2 more breaths. Just inhaling and exhaling. Nice, deep, full breaths in and out. Letting yourself settle. And then you're going to gently rise up. So you'll start to rise up and you're just going to switch places. So now the left arm's going to come under, slide it all the way under, come down and rest your shoulder, your cheek, your hips are high.
And then decide what you want to do with your top right arm. And let yourself just settle here for a moment. This is a beautiful twist in your spine, as well as a beautiful shoulder opener. So again, take 2 more breaths. Deep, full breaths in and out. Just relaxing into it. 1 more deep, full breath in and out. And then once more. You're going to gently come out of that, nice and easy. We're going to just roll over to one hip and come to seated again. Bring your legs forward. And we're going to windshield wiper just for a moment. So take the feet nice and wide. Take your fingertips behind you, lift your heart, and then drop them over to one side. And stay here for a moment. Maybe you even look over your other shoulder. And then we'll move to the other side. So feet are nice and wide, hips are wide. We drop the legs, and maybe we look over the shoulder. Take another breath. And then coming back to center. A little boat pose. So sitting up nice and tall, lifting through your chest, lifting through your breastbone, lifting your feet. You could always keep the knees bent. Just a nice gentle practice. We're just trying to work a little bit into our bodies today. So your knees are coming up close to your chest. Maybe you reach your arms forward and just breathe. Take a couple of breaths here with me. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more deep full breath in and out. And then slowly plant your feet on the ground and begin to lengthen them. And we're coming to lie on our spine now. So slowly, with your hands at your heart, or maybe holding onto your legs if you prefer, you're going to come all the way to the ground. So keep the legs nice and strong so they'll even lift up just a little bit. And then once you're here, take a full body stretch. So reach your arms over your head, maybe circle your ankles and circle your wrist. And just wiggle around just a little bit before we find our way into Shavasana. And then begin to make your way into your Shavasana, however that will look for you today. Make yourself comfortable. And as we go in there, take a deep breath in again, and then let's take a nice long exhale. Just settling your body right into the earth. And close your eyes. And begin to soften your breath. And just notice how good it feels to rest on the earth. And to take a few moments for yourself, just to breathe, just to relax. This Shavasana is one of our most beautiful poses. And especially right now, we really need this time to care and nurture ourselves. So take a moment to just let go. Feel your whole body softening as you relax. And with every exhale you take, feel yourself growing softer and more relaxed and sinking deeper into the earth. And for a few moments, we'll just rest in stillness with eyes closed, body resting on the earth. As you begin to deepen your breath, maybe bring your hands to your belly, your low belly, and placing them there, you feel your belly rise and fall with every breath that you take. And beginning to just move your head a little bit side to side, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Begin to stretch your body. Just listen to your body. What does your body want right now? Maybe it wants a full body stretch, or maybe just hug your knees into your chest and start to move around a little bit, getting ready to find your way back to a seated position when you're ready. And take your time. And once you're there, maybe you still keep your eyes closed for another moment and enjoy just how good it feels to just sit here with your breath. Hopefully your body feels a little less tense and you feel a little more relaxed. So just notice, check in with yourself. How do you feel right this moment? And maybe take a moment to think of how you wish to feel for the rest of the day. Because we must all remember that no matter what's going on externally, we get to always choose our feelings and how we respond. So how do you want to feel today? How do you want to respond to the world around you? Take a moment to set that intention. Most of all, remember that this place of calm can be found anytime you want to just come back to your breath. Come back to your body and just check in. Pausing just for a moment or two can take you right back here to that softness, to that calm, to that peace that resides inside your body. I'm so glad that you're joining me for this. And as always, know that you are loved and that you are supported and that we are all here together, even though it seems very, very different right now for all of us. Please take care of yourselves. Stay well. Namaste. Thank you.